How much my paycheck is as a Texas teacher of kindergarten and what I do with it. So my direct deposit hit today. It was $7,500.81. I did pay the rent at our condo because I am responsible for that. That was $3,581. Some change. I'm just going to round everything up here. My utilities for the month at the condo were $1,200. My gym membership is $251 a month. I had groceries delivered this month twice for a total of $548. I did not have enough money this month to move anything to savings. The payment on my G-Wagon is $1,548. I didn't do anything for my kids this month because it was a tight month. As you know, teachers do not make a lot. And then I did get my hair done twice and my nails, totaling $500. I didn't get gas this month. That was my husband's bill. After I add everything up, it was a grand total of negative $124. And that I'll borrow from a friend. I love being a teacher.
I said I'm never coming back again. Next I stepped away from the mirror. I got my mind made up now, cause I can see the future much clearer. What's happening? Let me say this. I don't believe it, Cap, whatever, right? Reason I say that is because I live in Texas. If you take home 7,500 after taxes, right, a month, you making probably 120. You know what I'm saying? Probably one, like taxes, 110, 120. You somewhere around there because there's no state tax in Texas. Okay, so anyway. So now let me get to this. Teachers make teachers at the most like 90. And that's like in the newest school districts, you take those jobs or whatever. Kindergarten teachers, no. But hey, y'all want to believe it? It's cool, whatever. But this is a sign of um this talks about the financial, because people think financial literacy, but it's really financial, how can I say this? Just overspending. Just overspending. A kindergarten teacher with a G Wagon and a condo. I mean, what y'all think this is? A Steve Harvey show? You looking for Cedric the Entertainer to pop up? That's what y'all looking for? Piggy? Where Piggy at? Like y'all don't even know. Some of y'all might not even know that show, but a condo, a condo. Because if you think about it, she's married. She says she's married. So you brought home. Think about this. You made 7,500 cash a month. Think about that. Because in 10 months, that's 77,000. Yeah. Whoa. Oh Lord, I'm having a moment. Yeah. 'Cause that's 11, 77. So 70,000, 75,000, 75,000. Then you add another 15 to that. You get what I'm saying? So you taking home 90 a year, and you broke every month, and there was no student loan debt, there was no credit card. You get my point. And I saw another video where a guy was talking about how 100K isn't a lot if you have debt. It's a lot if you don't have debt, but if you have debt, it's not a lot. I can understand what you're saying. This situation, I'm like, yo, time out, time out, time out. It's all cap. It's all cap. You know, and part of this is the financial ignorance of people, because think about it. You spend 500 a month on hair and nails. Think about that. That's stupid. But hey, I got my hair. But people really think that. You spend 1,000 on G Wagon, but you ain't got money for gas. Do y'all know how much? Do y'all realize how many miles a gallon of G Wagon gets? And how much gas has risen to? Even in Texas. No, G. Not to mention, you better hope that G Wagon don't have no breakdowns. Oh God. Oh God. Repairs is oh you gonna wind up in a Nissan Sentra if this was real and you married. So it's like, okay, so you paid for a condo and you married. Are you telling me you paid the whole thing and or you paying half with your husband? So the condo is either 3,500 or 7,000 a month, which don't make no damn sense. You could have got a McMansion for less. For less. For roughly 4,000 a month. Depends on what part of Texas you in, matter of fact. So I say that you can get a McMansion depending on what part of Texas you in from, let's just say, 2,500 to 6,000 a month. This is when people are online, and I hope she's making fun of people because people be online. I need a lot of money to do nothing. It's like, yeah, you shop for groceries online and had them delivered. You could have picked them up. Some of y'all don't realize, man. And that it all depends on what city you in, but it's a lot of damn grocery stores in Texas. You don't have to. It, 9 times it's not like when you're in a major city in Texas, you're not really in food desert land. Even in the surrounding suburbs of particular cities, you're not in food desert land. You you're gonna have something 5 to 10 minutes away from your house that's a grocery store. So I'm like, that's just laziness. But people believe that, laziness. Utilities, 1,200 for utilities. Aye, aye. What about car insurance? You know what I'm saying? What about because if you're paying utilities and it's 1,200, so you paid the rent and the utilities, and your husband gave you money for gas. You know what? You know what? I would hope, people, that's why we don't do 50-50. You would hope, okay, if it was real, right, that y'all switch off months and you just had a bad, that was your month. That's fine. Salary is all lie, all that stuff to me is lie, but whatever. But now, or, hey man, that boy hitting it with the flex, boy. He in that thing. I ain't paying no rent this month. Ben, you know. So it's like he say, find me a thick little yellow like Christopher Robin. And he bending in that thing, and she's like, "Oh, you can have it, Daddy. You can have it." Yeah, that used to be an Atlanta thing. That's a Texas thing too, boy. Because you know, uh, meat is a meat shortage in these streets. But when I say a lot of this is BS, it's BS, and sometimes I call it because it's like rage baiting, man. It's like rage baiting. Um, People put out stuff and people go with it because you got to think about it. Other teachers know. I don't know no damn kindergarten teacher that make over 100,000. I don't know no principals, vice principals, administration. Yeah, I get it. Some depending on the school, some of like the football coaches and stuff. Yeah, but the kindergarten teacher, do you like? People ain't having kids like that, man. These schools ain't got got all the kids they used to. It's just I'm sick of all the lies, man. The lies. But I'm gonna take this somewhere else though, and I'm gonna be for real for when I say this. What happens with people financially is just because you make a good amount of money doesn't mean you need to spend that exact amount of money all the time. You get what I'm saying? You don't. You don't. Um, you see it more times than you should nowadays that people are just wasteful. And this is wasteful, you know. Um, and when I say it's wasteful, I don't just mean her in this video, which I really don't believe, but whatever. But she said part of what she said was she didn't have anything for the kids this month. I'm assuming she's talking about the kids in her class, and you know, because a lot of teachers, there are a lot of teachers that do that where they take some of the money and put it aside and help and get supplies and stuff because some of the kids don't have quote unquote all they need or whatever, which is always admirable and thank you and all that. And I say, but that tells you a lot if a teacher who blowing money fast got to learn to save money just for the classroom. So the next, so and here's the crazy part. She said she made that month, right? You got a whole nother fucking you you negative 100 and something bucks after you pay all your bills. How long you gotta wait until your next paycheck? For real? But you know, I'm gonna leave it at that. Tell me what you think, man. I'm done. Peace.